Hi, I thought I would come on today to show you my more high-end or higher-end type makeup products that I have been loving, and they have made my favorites list for the whole, pretty much the whole year, anything that I've had that long. And I just love these bits, and I would just want to pinpoint these as my absolute favorites of all the different things that I've tried. So I thought I'd give you a quick glance at the things I have. I do have quite a few things, so I'm gonna try to you know, not talk so much about it and just get on with it. So I better get started. First off, my very favorite things to use, before I even start, my very favorite brand new thing I've learned is the Makeup Primer Spray by Skindinavia. I have never used makeup primer before. I always used a setting spray trying to keep my makeup on longer, but I already put on lotion. I'm good about putting on moisturizer now and eye cream and sometimes a serum, and then we have to deal with possibly a sunscreen, and I feel like I've already put so much on my face, I don't want to put another thing on there, you know, that I have to smear all over. So that's why I've just kind of not been doing primers, because I'm lazy, I guess. Anyway, when I heard that there was a primer spray, and you could just go and it would be all over your face, I'm all for that. I'll give that a try. And plus it's from Skindinavia, which I adore their setting spray, which I'll get to at the end, because that's when you put your setting spray on, is at the end. So I thought I'd try it. I love this stuff. This works. I'm not kidding. It's called the Makeup Primer Spray by Skindinavia. Okay. Next thing I'm just gonna kind of grab randomly. Concealer. I know I have one. Oh yes. My favorite higher end concealer, this is more high end, is the Dior Fix It 2-in-1 Prime and Conceal for eyes, lips, and face. I have a video on this. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm in the fairest color. It stays put, it primes, it plumps up, like kind of conceals some of the under the eye stuff, crinklies. Really do enjoy this a lot. Very much happy with that. And then, I don't know if you consider this high end, but it's not drugstore. It's more like an Ulta kind of a thing. But the IT Cosmetics CC Plus, Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream. I, as you can tell, am almost out of this one. I get it in light. I love it. I just do a little bit of concealing, and then I smear this all over my face with a damp beauty blender. It stays, it looks glowy, it melds in with my skin. It doesn't sit on the skin or break up by the end of the day. Enjoyed this very, very much. Highly recommend it. Let me see. Okay, as for my purse, a little powdery type of thing that I put in my purse and carry with me, I love the Urban Decay Neutral Light Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. So it is a powder foundation. It comes with a little, comes with a little sponge. I get it in light neutral. It's just easy grab and go, has a nice good sized mirror on it, and I love that for my purse. When I want to do a powder foundation at home, however, after I've done some concealer and so forth, I've really been enjoying the Becca Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation. So I've been really enjoying this. As you can tell, I've hit pan. I've almost hit more than pan. And I am in porcelain. So that's something I'm really, really enjoying. And then for under my eyes, to set any kind of creams and concealers and whatnot and just try to brighten that area, I've been loving this Besame Translucent Brightening Vanilla Powder. Really enjoy this. It comes with a little puff thing that I just have taken out completely because I never carry this with me. I just use this in my vanity. And this part comes up, and what I do is I just sprinkle a little bit into the lid, and then I smear my brush around and do my under my eye, and then whatever's left I can just put right back on top and put the lid, and then there's some more there for the next day. That's what I do for it. I don't use the puff at all. I think I saved it, but I don't really know why. Besame. I think that means kiss me in Spanish, doesn't it? As for contour, I don't contour a lot or very often or anything, but when I do, this is the only one that I seem to like. It's the Smashbox Trio set. It's the Smashbox Contour Palette with the contour, the bronze, and the highlight. I pretty much only use the contour portion. I rarely ever do anything bronze. If anything, I'll take what's left on my contour brush because it's a darker color and just kind of go around the edges of my face to try to just add some extra color in. And then I really don't highlight much, and I don't know if I've even hardly ever used this. I might have swatched it. But if I ever do highlight, I have something else that I use for that. When I do highlight, which is rare because I don't know, for me I feel like it just shows wrinkles more or something, I don't know. I do use the Laura Mercier Highlight in 01. It's a Matte Radiance Baked Powder. I've heard of people using this all over their face, but I don't know. It doesn't look good on me. I'm not going to say anything about anyone else because usually these people are absolutely gorgeous and it looks wonderful on them, but I think they're younger and they can get away with that. Wow, my face is bright thing. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. Strangely, it's called Matte Radiance. Because if you're radiant, you're not really matte, but it's not very matte. I mean, there's a glow to it. So anyway, that's what I use if I want to brighten anything up or shine anything up a little bit. And then I have purchased a couple of the Hourglass Ambient lighting powders. I did buy the ethereal. The ethereal light was the first one I bought, and I cannot see a single difference when I put that on as to when I don't. So I've kind of stopped using it because I don't see much of anything different on that one. Then I tried the diffuse light. I do like the diffuse light. It's very, 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 very light. It does add a little bit of something, but it's still so little, which I guess is a good thing. That's what I want. I don't want it to show up. So I do like that one. And then in the Sephora Isle of Doom, that area right before the checkout, were these tiny little ones, and they were so darn cute. And this is the dim light. And I've heard a lot of people loving the dim light. So I thought I'd give that one a try, and I am loving it. I would say I use this one more than any other. And generally what I'll do is after I've done my contour and my blush, I will just kind of put a big brush and I'll just kind of go over that area, which tends to just sort of glow up that area a little bit more. And it also tends to help blend in all my other stuff I put on. So that's how I've been using that one. And as for blush, I'd say my all-time favorite are the Tarte blushes. And this one is, I think, a special Tartelette one. I don't know how long it's going to be out, if it's special edition or what, but it's the Tartelette Celebrated is the color that this one is. And I like it because it's a barely there type of a color. I don't really like color. I feel like I look like a circus clown. You know how people feel about their own selves. When they see it on someone else, it's beautiful, but on them, they just feel awful and won't leave the house. Well, that's how I feel about it. So anyway, I have very, very light skin, and when I put this on, it's a color. So it's what I'm wearing today, and you can sort of see a color, I think. So anyway, maybe not in the camera. I've noticed that's another thing. On camera, I've noticed that even if I feel like I've packed my face with makeup, it doesn't look like I'm wearing much makeup. So basically, if ever you're seeing someone on camera who looks like they have a lot of makeup on, boy, in real life, I can't imagine how they get away with it because seriously, it's a lot. Anyway, eyeshadow. I have two basic favorites that I've been using a lot. MAC for high-end. MAC has always been really good, will probably always be really good. This was a palette that I got. It's the Eyeshadow 15 Cool Neutrals, because I tend to like cools better than warms. But these are those shadows. Very creamy, very pigmented. They work well. I mean, some of these really lighter ones are very, very light and don't do much, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, how different is that? Not, I mean, these, so there's not a lot of difference in some of these. This palette was already a pre-made like this palette, so you didn't get the choice, but in general, I liked so many of these colors, and then I use these just kind of as a brow bone or something, or to lighten something up. It works very well for me, so I do reach for this a lot. That's one of my very favorites. And my other favorite that I don't think gets enough love on YouTube at all, I rarely hear anybody mention it. Maybe it's because I'm crazy and no one else likes it, but I do really enjoy the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes. Boudoir, is that correct? I don't know. So anyway, I love these colors. They're soft. They're just, I don't know. You can darken them up, you can smoky them out, you can do a light look. To me, they're beautiful. I just love every single one of them. I do. So this is one of my very all-time favorites. If I had to choose between the MAC or this, I would choose this. As a matter of fact, this is my second one because the first one I traveled with it and everything, and one trip it broke. One of the shadows broke like crazy, so I just invested in another one. Invested, you know what I mean. Mascara, hands down, #1 all-time favorite high-end mascara would have to be Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. This mascara, it doesn't clump, it doesn't look, crunchy and spidery and, awful. It lasts very well, and it does not crumble under my eyes. I've tried a lot of mascaras, high-end and drugstore, and I'd say 8 times out of 10, they crumble under my eyes. So the first order of business is if it doesn't crumble, yay, what else does it do? Because no matter how great it is, if it's gonna be this crumbly mess under your eyes, you're not going to wear it. At least I don't really want to. So anyway, Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. I adore this. I plan to repurchase it. Here's what the brush is like. I do kind of tend to like those plasticky type, you know, rubbery type brushes better, but this works well. I love it. I think it does a nice bit of covering for my eyes. Okay, last but not least, I have lip products. I am a lip product junkie. Someday, I will probably actually show you my giant, embarrassing, horrifically large lipstick collection. I'm not collecting them. I just want to keep trying something new, so it's not like I'm collecting them on purpose. And they all tend to be very much the same color, and that's the even creepier part of the whole thing. But this is what I like, so this is what I have, and these are my favorite high-ends, the ones I grab most often. First off is Dior, and of course I can never read these. Dior Addict lipstick in 525 vintage, I believe this is what this one's called. So I love this one very much. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's just that your lips but darker kind of a look. I love that one. And one that's very similar to that, which I really adore, is the Bite lipstick in Shiraz. Very similar. Again, it's more a little bit more berry, a little deep wine, more of a wine color. Really enjoy that one. If I want more of a like a burnt, I don't want to say burnt orange because I don't really want orange on my skin, but something a little bit more that goes with browns and golds and oranges-y type colors, I've gone with the Charlotte Tilbury in Bond Girl. Really been enjoying this color. It lasts, it's matte, it's a beautiful shade. I really do like that one. And then another all-time favorite is from MAC, and it is the MAC Cream in Your Coffee. Can you see can you see what colors I like here? They're kind of all the same, aren't they? Oh, you have no idea the piles and piles of other ones I have that are all pretty much the same also, but we won't talk about that right now. And I absolutely love the YSL, the sheer candy ones. I really, really like. And this one is, I have no idea what number this one is. I'm so sorry, but it's a darker, you can sort of tell by the band. If I figure it out, I will let you know. But it's the sheer candy kind, so it's kind of a gelish kind of a thing. It does not go this dark on the lips at all. It's more, okay, see, so it's sheer. I have these in several different colors. I really do like them. They're like a balm almost with color, and they last, and they're beautiful, and the packaging is gorgeous. And I just really do adore these. It just feels like I'm nourishing my lips a whole lot while showing some color, so I like that. And then for a balm slash color type of thing, also I really enjoy the Clarins Eclat Minute Instant Light. I really enjoy this one, and I got this color, which I told you, why do they not tell me? It just says made in France. So anyway, this is the color I have on this. There. So it's just a really light My Lips color. It's very nourishing. I enjoy it. It adds light. Now, for any of these colors or any of my other colors, that if I put it on and I want just a little extra oomph or extra light or extra glow, I got this last year during the holiday season from Burberry. I don't know if it was a limited edition holiday thing or if they will always have it, but I'm sure they'll probably have something very similar to it, either in their regular line or maybe this holiday. But this is the Burberry Gold, number 25, Lip Glow. And I will just add this, a little bit of this, to whatever look I'm wearing. It just adds a little oomph, a little sparkle, a little something, something. So it just kind of makes it a little more festive. So I believe that's it. Oh, we cannot end until I've said what else it is. After this is all smothered all over my face, I swear by this stuff. It is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, but the one I use is called 10 Years Younger. Now, who doesn't want to look 10 years younger, unless you're like 14? Honestly, I don't think it makes me look 10 years younger, but anyway, it's an anti-aging formula. Can't pass those words up when you're my age. Love this stuff. It really, between this and working with this and with the primer spray together, sandwich these in your makeup in between, and it's not going anywhere. I mean, it actually is amazing. So I highly recommend those two together. Nice fine spray. Nobody beats these sprays. So fine, so beautiful. Love them. But seriously, out of all this, if I could tell you to get one thing, which is actually two things, I would say get these two things, or any of the setting sprays do have different variations. Like there's a bridal one, there's the regular, there's the 10 years younger. Any of the finishing sprays really, really work, and add the primer at the beginning and your makeup isn't going anywhere. So those are my favorites that I can come up with right now. Every time after I video something, I always say, oh, I forgot this, or oh, I forgot that. So I might come back to you and let you know something else that I forgot some other day. But anyway, I am really enjoying these products. I'm really enjoying the drugstore products that I did the video on a few days ago. And together, these things that you've been seeing the last couple days, or the last couple videos, have been the things that I have really been using like crazy. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, let me know. And other than that, have a fantastic day. Bye. I did forget my brows. The Anastasia Brow Wiz. Love this product. You've got the pencil on the twirl up pencil on the one side and the spoolie on the other. I do really, really like that, and I also enjoy it in the Brow Duo when I put on with the brush. So anyway, this I knew I'd forget something, and this I did forget. Thanks.